Just in terms of contractors, because obviously our businesses do bring in external contractors nowadays, so it's not just your direct employees to contribute to their kind of business operations. How are you finding that in the workplace? Like, do you go out there to actually find contractors for people? Are you finding more and more businesses are looking for contractors? And if so, how do they manage those contractors? There's certain legalities, I think, around contractors soon as well, isn't it? If they're full-time, they're an employee, not a contractor.
Yeah, so there is lots of legalities, and we've actually spent probably the last 2 years fixing a lot of issues with contractors versus employees. So there is some requirements, and it's called sham contracting. So there are a lot of contractors set up there that believe they're actually contractors when really they are employees. So yeah, everyone does really need to make sure they get the right advice if they have contractors versus employees. So it is a tricky ground and very important because there are fines out there for, I think, about $51,000 per situation. So we've got a company that we know of is up for over $400,000 worth in fines because they've had 8 people under this sham contracting arrangement. So it is very important. But contractors are becoming more and more prevalent, again, just to fill that skill shortage.
Okay, so as long as they're not full-time and they're just there for a period, you'd not, without going into the legalities, because you're not...
You'd want to get the advice. Each
yeah.
situation is different,
Yeah.
but you want to actually sit back and make sure you're getting it covered off from Fair Work and also the ATO requirements.
Yeah, yeah. Because it does make sense, I think, in a lot of small businesses when they're looking to employ people, they might start with a contract position just to kind of grow out. So it comes
down to that culture. So I agree with the other guys here. Culture is king. As Peter Drucker says, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And that basically what it means is that you've got to have the right culture. If you don't have the right culture, it will underpin and erode into your business plans and your strategy. So culture is number one in a business.